I'm back with another album review. For the next part of my album review series, I'll be checking out the albums from A Perfect Circle, which is a rock supergroup from Los Angeles that started up by Maynard James Keenan and Billy Howerdel. They were initially active from '99 to 2004. They reunited in 2010 and are still together as of the making of this video. Anyways, today's review is on Mer de Noms. This is the band's debut album, and it was when the lineup consisted of Maynard on lead vocals, Billy on lead guitar and bass, Josh Freese on drums, has Len Chanton on violin and bass, and Troy Van Leeuwen on guitar. The album was produced by Billy, who also did the mixing with help from Alan Moulder. Frank Greiner was the drum engineer, and Eddie Schreier did the mastering. The album was released on May 23rd, 2000 on Virgin Records. This means that we're less than 2 months away from the album's 25th anniversary as of the making of this video. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is The Hollow, which was released as a single on October 17th, 2000. What's interesting is that this is the only song on the album that has Tim Alexander of Primus fame on drums. The rest had Josh Freese as the drummer. The next track is Magdalena. This song really shows how this album is partially rooted in art rock and progressive rock. After that is Rose. This is the first track on the album to have Paz on the violin. Next up is Judith, which was released as a single in 2000. This track does have some elements of industrial rock, which Tool have also touched upon. The song's music video was directed by David Fincher, and a link to the video will be in the description. Up next is Orestes. Billy actually played the keyboards on this track, and it's the only song on the album where he's on keyboards. That's followed up by Three Libras, which was released as a single in 2000. This is the second song that has Paz on the violin, and the sixth consecutive song where Billy was on bass. A music video was made, and I'm including a link to the video in the description. We followed up with Sleeping Beauty. This is the only track on the album where Paz is on bass. It's also the first of 2 songs where Troy was on lead guitar. Right after that is Thomas. For this track, the band had Draven Godwin on percussion. The track after that is Ren Holder. This is the third and final track to have Paz on the violin. It even has backing vocals from Kelly Schaefer. Billy was also on piano. The following track is Thinking of You. This is the second and final track to have Troy on lead guitar. The song even received a music video, and there's a link in the description. The second to last track is Brenya. This is the last track on the album where Billy was on guitar and bass, and the last one to have Josh on drums. The outro for this album is Over. Billy was on piano while Maynard was on an embra. One thing I need to mention is that the Japanese version has a bonus track, and it's a demo version of Orestes. And as you can see, this is the Japanese version that I have. When researching this album, I read that it peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200. It was certified platinum in America and Canada, gold in Australia, and silver in the UK. The critics really liked this album. And now for my thoughts. I think this is a fantastic album. It's one of those rare cases where a band's debut album is actually their best. It also shows what Maynard James Keenan can do outside of Tool. The dude is in his 60s and he's still rocking. There's no reason not to respect him and everyone else he works with. Overall, I highly recommend this album, especially the Japanese version. Now's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Mer de Noms? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? If you have this album, which version do you have? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video.